Hello folks, this is Gabriel ILiadis with songwriterandproducer.com, and today I will talk about a song I wrote and produced fully recently, and I feel there's a lot of things that are done here from a production perspective, but also from a songwriting perspective that can help a lot of people who are both songwriters as well as producers, especially home producers who were willing, who would like to see themselves reach a higher level of production ability because they believe their songs are really good and they would like to have control over the production process. If you have a home studio and you have the basic gear that's needed, and there's not a lot, I'll make a video about that also, you can take control over exactly which way your song should go towards. So this is a song called Suddenly, and you can find the video as well as the audio on YouTube, songwriterandproducer.com right here. So this is the song. And what I'll do is I will talk about the introduction. I will deconstruct the intro, what you are listening to right now. Okay, this was the intro. Let's go back to the DAW. Okay, so. Incredible vocal. That's my first take. I hope you like it also. One of the big challenges for producers is how to thicken a vocal, especially when it's good. When it's good, and you know how to thicken it, and you know where you should make it more thick, make it richer, you will benefit, your song will benefit. So let's see what happens here. This is the main vocal. Right off the bat, this sounds very processed, and you're right. So I'm gonna take out everything I've done from a plug-in perspective. There's a lot of editing that has happened. Absolutely zero pitch correction here. The singer is incredible. But there's a lot of editing, and there's incredibly good tracking. I track this. Very difficult to track this correctly, especially when you have a powerful singer who has very, very strong dynamics. And you see how level and flat this is in the end. So you have, what you're seeing right now is a very large number of steps after I did editing and I did, the tracking. This has gone through an Avalon 737 SP from a preamp perspective, and it has gone through a U87 AI microphone, then into an Apollo quad, and into Pro Tools. So you don't have to have this gear. You can do pretty much the same thing with different gear or close to this or better. So let's hear what this sounds like raw or naked. As you see, look at this. We're barely hitting the yellows. There's no yellow here, by the way, but the light green. This is the goal, okay? And I'm having this at +2, 2.9. If I went to flat, look at this. We're staying at the green, This is key. And we're touching on the light green. Very important. I will talk about tracking at a different session, but the point here is that this was tracked really well. When you track it well, you can enhance it really, really well. So what did I do? I'm not going to sit and analyze every single plugin. The plugin world is mostly creative. Every setting I do, I start from scratch. Every song is different. Every track is different. Every singer, every day is different. Okay, all these different roles, or rather factors, play into having a result that needs custom work is my principle. So this is VX1. You can use something else. How I pick my plugins, many times randomly. Many times I'm thinking, oh yeah, this may need a little bit of this. Sometimes I'm like, okay, how about if I experiment with that? What would happen? And through accidents, through experimentation, I got the best results. So just with Maserati, just with the VX1, from naked to let's see what this sounds like. A lot of tone, a lot of reverb, a lot of decay, a lot of delay, a lot of FX, some EQing up here, compression, very important, contour 1. This is pretty important here for me. Make sure you don't get a red. Up to green is good. But as you see already, this plugin, because it does so many things, is enough to leave the vocal like that and continue with your day. But what else did I do? I added to the delay with the Mani delay and the settings. A lot of times I go with presets, but I started the preset and then I play a little bit with that. And let's put this on. Okay, there's a doublet here right away and a phaser. Doublet and phaser is what I used. Big change here for me. Without. With. Huge difference. Huge difference. And on top of that, I put another doubler. Look at this. From Waves here. Wow. Although it could have stopped at the VX1, look at how much better. Let me turn these off. Just the VX1. With the other two. To me, this is a lot cooler. Cool. Additional EQing. I took a lot of the highs out here, specific highs. Yeah, this is too bright. This sounds dark now, but I'm sure there was good reason. We'll see later that there's more happening here. It was probably sounding too bright around, and probably distorting around this frequency here, 5162.5, and even more here. So there's good reason I did this just by listening. I never ever listen to one track. It's irrelevant. You have to listen to the reference or to the relationship of that track within the rest of the mix. And today we are going through songs that are 100 track songs. When music is getting, from a production standpoint, so much more complicated inside the box now, ITB, you have to look, you have to hear things as a reference. So I have done what I've done here with respect to EQing, and do I love this EQ, by the way. I'll talk about this another time. And then I added, I love this thing, Bretter. Without. small difference. We cannot see much of a difference here within this solo, I guess, environment. But let me add some music to put some reference into this. At least let me put some a little bit of the piano. And by the way, we're now going into the deconstruction of this. So imagine having that vocal as the main melody, and what do you do with it? So this is the first piano. Nothing special, I played this. And now, let's put the second piano here. Let's start from the beginning, second piano. By the way, this second piano, guys, is playing the exact melody of the chorus of this song. The chorus will be done in a different video, and let me tell you, the vocals there, the complication of the vocals in the chorus, during the chorus, and the outro, I'm proud of what has happened there. Let's listen to it actually without, just by turning off vocals completely, play the piano only. This is the main melody, the main chorus. I'm giving you this in the most naked form. Okay, so let's put the intro. So as you see, the intro melody is very different. Three tracks. I love this already. Already, this sounds good. But I didn't stop there. Many of you go to studios if you've tracked anything. If you have been a singer, you know that we do way more than just one or even two takes of anything, right? I don't have a magic number. We shouldn't have one, I think. You do as many as you need to. Maybe the first take is it, you move on, but rarely, but sometimes it happens. I found another take, and I added that take of the intro to the first take, to what we've heard up to now. And to me, it, after I mixed it and processed it, to me, it added to the thickness of that vocal. So before, when I talked about thickness, it's not just the processing, it's not just the plugins. It is also this second track, intro, vocal, that you'll hear. Let's listen to this by itself. Let me turn off the music because it's really low in volume, especially when I take off the one plugin I have there, another VX1. Yeah. Okay. So. Okay. You probably, to the people that are producers, you can probably very easily tell that there's heavy editing here that I'm not showing. So although this looks like one merged take, or from memory, as I remember, I think I took 2 or 3 of them and took the best parts and then processed them, at least from a clip gain standpoint for those that use this DAW. That's why you see the volume go up and down so much more. So you see from the graph that this is a lot more dynamic than this one, okay? A lot more ups and downs than this. This will make sense only if I play it in reference with the second or the first, the one we heard before, this one. But I wanted to have you hear it just naked, and then let me add the one plugin I have there. I'll turn it up a little. Incredible vocal, great melody. So it's the same, it's unison, same melody. This part does not exist. Yeah, this part does not exist on the other. So together, let's hear them together because that's what it's all about. You can barely hear the second one. I have it way down. And the other item I did not talk about, look at this, look what I've done here. Although this is spread all the way out, this I tucked in to the right, okay? For those that are using this DAW, well, even if you don't, very easily, you see that I'm not like this. Okay, so let's put the pianos and listen to the whole thing again. All right. What else do we put in there? No, I see an arpeggio here, which is actually muted. Okay, let's see what this. Oh yeah, okay. These are the. I love it. Take the pianos out so you can hear them. I love this. This is such a classy sound. These are all virtual instruments, you can tell, and you probably can recognize this if you own it. Okay. So I will leave, again, I'm turning on the pianos. Let's put in the vocals. And let's leave this in. These are the swishes. Listen to this. See that? A lot of EQing. This is a monster. A lot of distortion here because of Saturn on this arpeggio here. I love this. I mean, there's no comparison. I'll talk about ducking another day. And I have a string spizzicato. Really good, gritty stuff, gritty. Bass. Forgot this. Let's see what this is. Yet another swoosh. I love this. So then, all we're left with is the drums. A lot of automation here. Look at this. You cannot hear it in the beginning because of the automation. Look, you can start hearing him right around here. There you go. Without the vocal. First half of the intro stops here, around here. Second half, a lot more busy. We got into the verse. All right, let me take everything off.
Suddenly.
We'll talk about the verses next.
This was Gabriel ILiadis with songwriter and producer.com. Thanks for watching, folks.